Jim, just give us your assessment, first of all, on the 1-1 draw today.
I think we've got to respect the points. First and foremost, we're behind in the game, regardless of how well we think we played, regardless of how many chances we mounted up and didn't capitalise on. We went 1-0 down, which is always a turning point in any football stadium in the country. So that challenge of going behind at home, it takes energy and togetherness to create a momentum shift. I think we all did that together. I think the stadium deserves credit for that. The fans, I felt them, which, I think they were responding to the energy of the team, which was always honest, always driving forward, always trying to go and hit Dagenham's goal, which in the end we did. We scored a brilliant goal, which was, in my opinion, Greg, thoroughly deserved, really. I think if we play that game again, you would think we would win it just based off the same chances that we had, you would think. But I do respect the opponents all the time. Dagenham came with a game plan to get behind the ball and try and hit us on transition. I think, at least that's what the game plan looked like. And they've every right to do it, of course. But I think similar to last week, in terms of creation, domination, I think we had it. I think the chances will reflect that as well. I've not seen all the back just yet. But I think similar to last week, just last week you get a 3-0 scoreline. This week we get a 1-1 scoreline. But in the main, I think both performances trend the way we want them to. And I think if we continue to aim for performance like that, hopefully the scorelines will go our way more often than not.
And you spoke about the fans kind of realising and appreciating the effort and the performance from the players. That kind of, especially in that first half, there was a standing ovation at half time from the supporters clapping the lads off, and I guess you felt like you could have been at least 2 up going into the break.
Easily, Greg. And that's rare, isn't it? That's nice. Standing ovation to the team coming off 0-0. That's really good. And I just know that I know I'm quite constant with mentioning this, but I mention it when I think it's deserved. I think the stadium supported us. I think they felt we should have been ahead. I think they felt honesty and quality in the performance, to be honest, from the players, playing well. They were just yearning for that final, for the net to bulge, really, which it took longer than we wanted it to. But no, they stayed with us, and definitely, again, there was a point, after mentioning the Sandy Lane end, in that second half, I know we were 1-0 down, and I remember they started to sing and they started to drive us, and the players feel it. I know we do on the side, and the players feel it. It's really important because it's a togetherness shift. The whole thing is a togetherness shift, and that may be the difference why we score and why we don't, really. Thankfully, we did get a goal. We were more than value for the draw. I don't think anyone from a Dagenham side or a Rochdale side wouldn't suggest so, or would suggest it different, sorry. And yeah, we take the point and we move on.
Last week we spoke about you being able to use options from the bench. Obviously you made 2 changes to the starting 11 today. Another kind of benefit of having a fully fit squad as well as numbers on your side, instead of kind of this where we were at this stage last season. Just those 2 changes, what kind of goes into picking your starting 11, if you like, without going into kind of specifics on player personnel?
The training ground obviously gives me my ultimate feel about which team should or needs to play or start. But the finishes are really important, like you mentioned there. In every single game now, I think with the 7 subs and the ability to use 5, I think we can plan. I think we can plan for eventualities in the game. And although I don't think we've got a huge squad compared to some of the teams in this division, I think we've got a healthier squad. I think it's already showing some challenge. Only Alpha picked up a slight groin issue yesterday in training. Carroll came off the pitch today with a migraine. Actually, he was unable to see. Sort of half of his vision was down. Don't think he was too happy to come off because that's what Carroll's like. But his vision was really impaired, and obviously that's really important. Anything involving the head or the brain, it's really important. So I thought that was best we made that change, which that one was enforced. But good player comes onto the pitch who runs into the last few yards to cut the ball back for us for a goal. I think the team have got a good grasp on how important they all are. I'm seeing a really good attitude and mentality from the whole group when they're not selected to start the game, because I think we've worked hard trying to create a culture of inclusion, knowing that everyone's really important. You've seen last week, and now you've seen this week, the importance of the whole group. So yeah, we're lucky to have a healthier group this year, and it's one I think personally we should still look to add to.
And you have to consider the upcoming schedule as well. I've got a Tuesday night game, and then it's 2 games in 3 days, which is kind of unique to National League, but another challenge to embrace, I guess. But you've got to think about the squad and kind of using the full capability of it.
Definitely. We'll need all aspects of the plan and going into. So we do Tuesday, Saturday, Monday. Now Saturday, Monday is just beyond me. Logic-wise, it's wild. So I will join my fellow managers and have a slight gripe about that. I can't see the logic whatsoever. But it is what it is, and it's part of the fun of the National League. That's the way we want to see it, I think. But it will require complete utilisation of the squad, Greg, definitely, and it will require a complete test of our culture and our mentality and our energy and our togetherness, which thus far has saved us 4 points out of 2 games. We have to look at the positives, definitely. The main one for me is performance, genuinely. I don't look at any of them games and think we're not value. I think we're value for 2 wins, if I'm being honest. But we just didn't get them today, and that's football.
And just ask you about Taran as well, getting his first goal for the club. Took it really well, and it was a good move leading up to it as well. And Conor McBride, another substitute, evolved as well.
I thought Taran became a key player and character within the game, and I stress the word character because he was willing to step outside of maybe what structure is or what game plan is in moments where we might need to take a quick free kick. He might need to react off the cuff, come inside, do something different. He's got that personality, in my opinion, and I was really delighted for him to get off the mark. It was a lovely goal, like you said. I thought he almost made time stop. When some people rush in the box, and we rushed today in the box on loads of actions, but I felt in that one, Taran slowed time down, and it was a lovely finish in the end, but he created that calmness for himself when others were in the opposition ranks, I would say, urgently trying to stop him. And sometimes urgent defending like that can be a little bit rash. Taran punished it with lovely quality, and he wasn't the only one today though, Greg. The other guys in the team also drove us on. I could name quite a few, to be fair. I won't do that. I'll just keep it to the team. But because you mentioned Taran, I think I'm definitely in line with that. I thought he deserved this goal. He really helped the team today. And yeah, I think the home fans today were happy to see him do his thing.